Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to the Monster Videos. In today's video, I'm back with another monster review. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the PvP monster, Royal Magus. So, you can go ahead and obtain this monster in the current PvP season. All you need to do is basically win PvP battles and unlock those tiers, okay? So, once you open up those tiers, you'll receive cells. It really depends on what tier you open. But I want to thank Sammy, one of my mods, for letting me review this monster on his account. So I'm going to be reviewing this monster from level 1 to 100, showing you guys the best skills, the best relics, and the best runes, of course, to give. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video. If you are, drop a like and also share to turn notifications on. Anyways, let's go on and get started. Alright, we're going to go on and place it in this mythic habitat and take a look at the animation here. Alright. Oh, I never noticed. That's a little cat on her staff. I just noticed that. What the heck? I thought it was just a regular staff. What? That's interesting. So that was 834 right there. So yeah, 834. Let's see her ultimate. Inner Eye deals heavy magic damage to all enemies, removes 100% of stamina, and applies vulnerable to all enemies. Gives an extra turn. Oh my goodness, that's actually a pretty good ultimate in my opinion. All right, let's see the evolving traits. Okay, so at rank 0, right away you have immune to possession. This is actually quite good against monsters that possess you. Okay, that basically relies mainly on possession. So at rank 1, you have super attuned. If you could get it to rank 1, which you should be able to free to play, you can go ahead and get that. So super attuned, basically what it does, it regains 50 stamina points every time it's affected by weak type. Even if it's an extra turn to this monster, you know, she'll go ahead and gain 50 stamina from it. And at rank 3, status caster random element weakness. So applies a random element weakness to all enemies at the start of the battle. Targets will be weak against attack of that element. Kind of similar to, what is that one monster? Laser beam, right? Was it laser beam 2099 or the regular laser beam? I think it was both. Alright, so getting it to level 100. So take a look at the stats. You have about 7,942 power. You don't have to worry about the strength since it's not an attacker. Life, you have 89,273. That's actually a pretty good life. Speed, 6,424. Comparing it to the other corrupted monsters, this is an insane amount of speed that this monster has. Oh my goodness. So yeah, speed wise and life wise, pretty good, I've got to say. But let's go on and check out the skills. So we have Eye of Distance, which is a moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies nature weakness and magic weakness. Awesome. All right, let's see what else we have. So you have Eye of Truth, which removes all negative status effects from all allies, gives 20 points of stamina. That's a good skill. You also have Eye of Future, which removes all negative status effects from one ally, applies a random positive effect to one ally. Okay, you know what? This is actually that bad because you can apply this skill to one of your megatons. So if you run a megaton, it's so good. And then we have Royal Vision, which applies True Vision to all allies, gives 50% of stamina, and applies stamina regen to all allies. Wow. Alright, I've got to say this monster is really good. Invisible Curse deals low magic damage to all enemies, applies a random element weakness to all enemies. You can run this if you'd like to. Let's see what else we have. Gives 50% of stamina to an ally. Nah, don't run that. I mean, it's nice having that one turn cooldown and also 0 stamina. You can continue spamming this as long as you want. You know, every other turn because there's a 1 turn cooldown. You know, you don't really need any stamina for it. So it's nice and all, but I prefer this and the other stamina. This one. You also have Blurred Sight, which is a moderate magic damage to one enemy. Applies a random element weakness. It's a spammable skill, but you need 30 stamina cost. So I mean, it costs 30 stamina. Here's the thing. What I've noticed is that her best skills, which are these ones, they require quite a lot of stamina. All right, so for the runes, you want to give in full speed. So what you want to do is take in a first turn and then use Eye of Distance. If you're going to pair it up with Spectra or any other magic attackers, and also there's also nature weakness, so you can pair it up with any other nature attackers as well, such as Colonel Pip, once again Spectra, ZHC, and stuff like that, right? You can deal quite a lot of damage against the enemy's monsters. Okay, I'll show it in battle. I'll show it in battle what I mean. And then on top of that, if you get a turn again, you can go on and use True Vision. Basically, any monster in your team, for example, Spectra once again, or any other magic or nature attackers, can basically boost up their accuracy so that you always land your shot. And you also apply, of course, stamina regen, which is actually pretty nice. And then for the relic slots, you have Trap and also Banner. So if you have Mr. Beast Banner, go ahead and equip it. If you have Charging Banner, you can also go with that. Those two options are best. Here's the thing. For the Trap, Nebula and Trap works best. You can go ahead and give that. You can also go ahead and give in, not Ruby's Trap, let me see. You can go with Mantis Claws, okay, if you have that. Round Traps also works out. but I'm gonna go with Nebula and Trap in this case. All right, so we're facing this team right here. So Sensei and then the other two. And so I am running Spectra on my team because, I mean, why not? Spectra, Magic Weakness, it's going to be a good combo. And so let's see here. What are you running? Burning Hands. Okay, interesting. I thought it'd be the Spelling Fist, but all right. So what we can do right away, and remember, go ahead and apply your Nature and also Magic Weakness all together combined. And the skill right here, Eye of Distance. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And if you have the Spelling Fist, even better. Go ahead and do that, okay? So you can also remove that Megaton there. But make sure it's a rank 1, of course. But this, in this case, it's just a level 100. So take a look at this. If I use Falling Fire, look at that. Because of this magic skill, it's dealing a lot of damage to that monster. And I could also use Killing the Weak, but this still doesn't really deal any damage at all. So as you guys can see, fire, normal damage. If that monster didn't have the magic weakness there, the Holy Fanatic, it would have just dealt not too much damage. So I can go ahead and use this, pierce through everything, just like that. And also, Dispelling kicks in, Cane Sword, and both of them dies. One of them comes back. Sensei comes back. Let's see what you're gonna do. Probably Peanut Energy. Oh, never mind. Stomp the Mouse. Interesting. Okay. Green punches. And take a look at this. Also, I do want to mention any other monsters that basically need accuracy for their skills. You can go ahead and pair it up with Royal Magus. So for example, Flamera. If anybody got Flamera, you can go ahead and do that. Fame Elise as well. Lots of you guys have Fame Elise and uses it, especially starter players. You can go ahead and pair it up with this monster. And once you go ahead and apply that True Vision, the team True Vision, it's not just to a single ally, it's a team True Vision, which is so good. So basically, they'll be able to land their shots no matter what. So for example, take a look at this. Bam. It's always going to land. Burning's also going to land. Everything's going to land because of that True Vision. It's just so good altogether, right? I guess I'll just do this for fun. And then it's Royal Magus' turn. I could go ahead and... No, actually, that Burning, I can't cleanse it because it was applied with Burning Hands. But let's say that was just a regular Torture, like a regular burn. I could have went ahead and used something like this. And also, I can go ahead and apply the Positive Effect Protection since I'm running that Megaton on my team. So basically what that means is that they're going to have to remove or use 2 skills in order, or actually, let's put it this way. So let's say a monster has remove positive skill, right? They have to use it once and then use it again, unless they have remove positive twice as a skill. So kind of like, for example, the Dodge Area legendary monster, forgot his name. The light one, I really forgot his name. I haven't used him in a while, that's why. I remember, it's Wormland. Wormland's the one that I was talking about. The one that has the remove positive skill twice. Alright, so we're facing this team. Let's see how this goes. The nice thing is that there's a metal right there, right? So magic metal, I don't even have to apply that magic weakness in order for it to be strong. So here, I can cleanse that curse countdown right away if I wanted to. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and use Eye of Distance. And basically, that Megaton monster is going to take in all of it. And basically, there's magic weakness out there, right? So take a look at this. Now that it's my turn, I can do, for example, Falling Fire, eliminate 2 of them. And also, it dealt a lot of damage. It was strong because I went ahead and applied that magic weakness there. And once again, if you have Kernel Pip, if you have ZAT or any other nature or magic attackers, this monster Royal Magus would be a great ally for them, okay? Also, once again, the monsters that really lack on stamina or uses too much stamina, right? For example, I think it's Darker. Darker is one of them, if I'm not mistaken. You can go ahead and pair it up with this monster, and you know, this monster could be a support. You could run it with Team Speeds or something, you know what I mean? And basically start using this, giving them the stamina, also True Vision, and also Stamina Regen on top of that. So this monster is actually quite good. It's a pretty good supporter, I've got to say. A pretty good supporter. Alright, there we go. We won that one. Alright, so you know what? We could go ahead and use this as a test base. I know they don't have the best runes and stuff. That's no problem. I'm using a nature attacker here on my side this time instead of Spectra. So once again, it could be any nature attacker. It could be any nature or magic attacker. So take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and right away apply that right in there. So Eye of Distance. There's nature weakness right there. So that Bombetta, hopefully he doesn't end up using, you know, Warming Light. Thank you. Okay, good. Let's see what happens here. Fast as a shark. You should be able to eat that just like that. And I should be able to use Peanut Energy right about here. So let me go ahead and use Peanut Energy. Play it a little safe. Now it's Stratus's turn. Keep in mind, the Stratus is a level 126 with these runes. Not the best runes, but it's okay. What we can do is use, for example, this. And remember, there's Pierce, right? So take a look at that. Bombetta is now weak against me because of that nature weakness. You know what I mean? And also, you can go ahead and give in some runes like Jazzy's Mask with the other Shares the Amulet on Dratus if you have it. Basically cleanse everything. So what could we do here? Let me see. I can go ahead and remove all negative status effects and also apply that right there. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Chroma has a cleanse skill. I've never reviewed that monster, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure she has it, so they'll have to basically give her that. And look, dodge area. There's dodge area. That's awesome. Alright, so what could we do here? Let's go with their AoE skill. Wind Shear. Dealt a ton of damage. Alright. Let's put it on 4x speed. Fantasy. Mr. Beast Banner C right there. Mr. Beast Banner is one of the best relics to give, or Charging Banner, both works. But if you have Mr. Beast Banner, that's even better. So here we can just go ahead and apply the True Vision so we don't miss. Okay, and also regenerate some stamina. You went ahead and got your ultimate, but remember I have dodge area. Later in the fog, okay. So here is the thing. One thing I've noticed, it applies a random positive effect protection, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to see that skill again. I don't think it's what I think it is. Let me see. Was it Eye of Distance? No, it wasn't. It was the other skill. We're gonna have to take a look at that. So there we just applied the nature weakness, and take a look at this. Froma is now weak against me. Look at that. So I can basically use this against Froma. Froma's dead. You know what I mean? Because of the element weakness that we just applied. Is it Eye of Truth? No. This is the one. Applies a random positive effect. Okay, I thought it was a positive effect protection, so I misread that. So you don't really have to pair it up with Megaton, but you can if you'd like to. So maybe you'll randomly get either positive effect protection or dodge area like how I did in the past 2 battles. So here we'll just go ahead and remove all negatives. And also, oh, Skill Mirror. You know what? Not bad. You can pair it up with Megatons. Yeah, I was right. Go ahead and do so. I just healed myself twice because of that Skill Mirror. So here we can go on and use Blade Tornado. They're both weak against me because of the nature weakness. Right? Here I can go on and cleanse that Sunburn and give some stamina. It's a pretty good supporter in my opinion, guys. The monster is a pretty good supporter. Let's do Mudjet. We can go ahead and reset it. Sure, let's do it. Let's reset it. Just like that. You use Warming Light. You really just use Warming Light. Let's go on and stack up those Sorchers. And also make him weak a bit with the poison and all. But he ended up using that. We'll just go ahead and do go with the wall, I guess. The wall skill. We can go on and cleanse. Or we can apply True Vision. Let's go on and cleanse. Let's see what we get this time. Dodge area. Great. Look, AoE skill missed. Are you going to use an AoE skill? Fast Shark missed. See? And we get our ultimate. But here's the thing. I'm not going to use... Actually, this is just for one enemy. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. We eliminated one. Nice. Just like that. We're just going to go and charge up in here. So I went ahead and applied the nature weakness again with that skill. And I'll go ahead and use Peanut Energy there for fun. I'll go ahead and start stacking up the tortures there. So I could just do auto here. Doesn't really matter. Basically start eliminating or deal a ton of damage. So take a look at that. Look how much damage I just dealt. And his life is pretty low now. And I went ahead and reset that so I can go ahead and, you know, be strong against him because of that element weakness. And there we go. Victory, just like that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Legends review video on the monster Royal Magus. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about him, or her actually. And I've got to say, he's a really good supporter. Okay. Once again, you can also go with full team speed, but you got to come up with a strategy. But me, I went ahead and went with full speed just so that I can apply that weakness in the beginning so that my attackers take advantage of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.